Hey everyone, welcome back to a new video. Today I wanted to do something a little bit different. Since I've been playing a lot of Trackmania, I thought let's just show it to you guys as well. The thing here is that I've been playing Trackmania from like 2007, something like that, till 2010. I've played it a lot, played it daily. Went really well. After that I quit playing, and now in 2020 they released a new version of it on the PC. It's a revamp of Trackmania Nations and Trackmania Nations Forever, which came after that with introducing the dirt maps, and now they have added even more. So what I'm gonna do today is I'm going to show you what it's all about and how much I suck in it, but let's go. Okay, so here we are in Trackmania game, and let me tell you a little bit more about it. First, let me turn down the volume a little bit. The base game is free. We have here in the upper right hand corner we have the club access button. Here I can show you the starter access is free. You can get it through the Epic Game Store or the Uplay Store. I would suggest, even if it is against what I think, neither of these launchers are quite great, but you need basically you need a Uplay account. That's where you will be signed in within Trackmania, so you can basically just better grab it from the Uplay store. To cancel that one out, the base game is free. With that you get the main features of the game. You can play solo and multiplayer on 25 new maps every season. So you get these 25 maps. Right now there's Summer 2020. You can earn medals and track your progression in regional rankings. Get the best of player campaigns in the arcade channel. Get the replay, skin and simple track editors. And compete every week in the National League. Then you have the standard access. This one goes for 10 euros a year, and after a year it just stops. So if you're nearing the end of that year, you need to rebuy it. With it you can race and compete in the daily players map selection. This is basically the track of the day, and you have 24 hours to put in a ranking for that. You can join public club activities, campaign and online rooms. So you can join other people's rooms and play the online rooms. And you can create tracks with the advanced editor and test them online, and you can create and share your race videos infinitely. At the end of that 1 year period, you get to keep all the 100 official maps from the seasons and the 365 maps of the track of the day, and you keep the advanced track editor. And with the club access they have two types of paying plans, and one of those is a 1 year for 30 euros, and one of those is a 3-year subscription, and that's 60 euros. So you save 30 euros and basically you get 1 year for free. With this you can join club activities and see the club rankings. You can create your club and share your masterpieces. You can customize your car with your skins or with the club skins, and you can compete in the Open Grand League. The Open Grand League is the official Trackmania tournament. So if you get quite good in this game and you want to join that as well, I would suggest go for the club access. Of course, at the end of your period, you get to keep everything that you've gathered over the course that you took your subscription with. So with that out of the way, I can show you a little bit more about the game. You have your solo here on the left hand side. You have the training. With the training, they show you the ropes of the game with the different kinds of blocks, undergrounds and everything. This one, for example, has ice, which is new in this Trackmania. Let me just show you. It's very slippery. So what you can do is you can take the corner like this and hope that this is your fastest time. And what you can also try to do is drift it by doing it like this, and then you see it's quite a bit faster. So there are a few instances where you better not drift. One of those is one of the maps in the current season, but you will find that out. This one is also a new type of block. This is called the sausage block, which is basically pointed upwards. And what you want to do, what you can do is you can just skip those corners. This is not my fastest time right now, but it gives you a little bit of an idea of how that works. You also have loopings, wall rides, you name it, and it can basically get as crazy as people make it in the track editor. You've also got these pillars, go through them, and then over the finish. These are just basic examples, but people can get really crazy with these things, and it's, in my opinion, it's so amazing because every time you make a little mistake, you want to get better and better. Here we have another modifier block, which I find a pain in the butt, but okay, it's the engine off. So you can't accelerate anymore, and when you hit a wall, you deaccelerate even more, so you want to avoid that. This is an okay one. It's not the best ride, but as you can see, we cross the finish. So that's the engine off block. Here we have another one. This is the boost up. If you're in the air, it gives you a more of a floaty idea. If you're near the ground, it just basically lifts you up a little bit, which reduces the amount of grip you have. So they also have this 25th map of the summer campaign, which starts off with ice and such a booster, and it's a real pain in the butt to drive because ice is already without much grip, and then you get also the booster up which screws up your grip even more. Here we have another one which is also new in this Trackmania, and I'll just show it to you on this right hand side. It's the slow motion block. As you can see, I drive slower and the time just runs in normal speeds, and here we have the reset block which resets to the normal speed. These kinds of blocks, they reset at the checkpoint. As you can see right now, it's basically resetting for a little bit amount of time because of there is another slow-mo block behind of it. And after that I wanted to hit the reset block as fast as I can, because then I get back to normal speed. So that's these two blocks. Here is another funny block, and you really need to get a hang of this one because this is the no steering block. So I can press steering whatever I want, but it's not going to work, and I missed this one as always. And now I can't get it through probably. Oh, so close. Yep, here we go. This is quite a good one, but now I can't steer because that ring in the air was also a no steering block. So those two out of the way. In this one you see the red boosters, those are the super boosters. And this one is also quite a funny one. So let me just do this one to show it to you guys. This is the fragile block. So if you hit the ground, you see it already, my car starts wobbling. I hit the slow-mo block and start to wobble even more. And then the reset block, and then you go back to normal. What you can do to prevent this is just air brake with the first jump. So when you air brake, make sure your car is level. And this wasn't the best example, but what you can do is just tap the brake one time, and then your car stops from turning over even more. This isn't a good run as well, but you basically get the idea. You want to make it as perfect as you can. Come on. I can do this. Still not good. Nope. Well, you get the idea. The fragile block can be a real pain in the butt. This one shows you basically all four of the, except one. The sausage block isn't in this track, but this is also, again, the fragile block. So we want to stay on the track. This is the asphalt. Then we go to the gravel. From the gravel, we go to grass, which has even less grip than the gravel. And then we go to ice. And I suck so hard at ice. Let me just... Why can't I get this straight? This is such a pain in the butt. I just fail so hard in ice, man. No! Well, you get the idea. I'm so bad at ice. People build all sorts of crazy stuff. Mainly the summer campaign isn't that hard. Let me just look for a funny one. This one is quite funny. Okay, so here we have the summer campaign map. First you get a super turbo, then a slow-mo block. Then we hit the reset block. Go through some pillars. Oh. Do it again. Through the pillars, on the gravel, wall ride, another wall ride, and then we get the reactor boost up. Oh, come on. It isn't that hard. It's always when you try to shoot a video, then everything goes tremendously wrong. And finish. But people can get really creative, and when you go to, you got all these sorts of fun maps and full speed maps, and it's quite fun. You also have these track of the days. Let me just show you in the solo. Every day you get a new track. You can, you only get 24 hours to set a time for it, and then you can compare it in your region. So mine is South Holland, and the Netherlands, and Europe, and after that the world. And then you see where you stand on that track within that 24 hours. You can always make your time better, but it doesn't add up to the leaderboard anymore. So yeah, I basically try to stream my track of the day progress every day. So if you want to check that out, make sure you follow me on Twitch. And don't shoot me if I can't do it every day, because sometimes you go on a holiday and you can't play the game. That makes sense. So you gotta have free time as well and some relaxation. Respect. Fuck yeah! Now let's grind! But yeah, that's basically it for Trackmania 2020. If you liked this video, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, give it a dislike. Drop a comment down below what you think of Trackmania 2020. Perhaps leave your username or whatever, and maybe one day we can race together. Make sure you subscribe, because next week I'm going to post a new video, and I'll see you then. Bye bye!